An excerpt from Bid Farewell to Prison Experiences, Unchained from Emotional Bondage. A book with coaching insights by Dr. T. Charles Brantley and yours truly, Portia Brantley. Bridgeport. We are built of our own inner galaxies. Much like the world we live in, a person is his or her own world. Remembering that there are many members to our body, as stated in 1 Corinthians 12:12 and 12:14 through 20, we begin to understand our parts just a bit better. Each part of us has its function. Thus, bitterness and anger certainly serve passionate essence, and each are transformational. Thus, all parts, even bitterness and anger, are good. They have a purpose that needs to be sought out and into. Sounds difficult, I understand. In order for parts to move forward toward healing, we must often visit a part's past. A Coach Portia-isms quote. In essence, our parts, especially parts that have very little light, want to communicate to the entire system of a person. It wants alignment with other parts, and more specifically, with the person of its being. Each part wants to help the galaxy it is within, but for lack of light, God light, a part sits out of rotation, yet bearing burdens of no light being shown upon it. Bitterness and anger are in distress. They are worn out, and it's time to show forth their true transforming powers. Bitterness and anger need attention, specific attention, toward the parts they yet protect. How do we begin to approach the parts of bitterness and anger? Coaching is a fascinating way to sit before someone and a sacred space to be seen, fully heard, and fully witnessed. We all need a confidant, someone we could share our innermost, deepest, sincere pains and joys. I am your parts work and unburdening meditation liaison. My name is Portia Brantley. Many of you know me as Liaison Portia or Coach Portia. Greetings. I just read an excerpt from my book that I did coaching insights in with my husband, Bid Farewell to Prison Experiences, Unchained from Emotional Bondage. In this great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, many suffer from prison experiences. Not necessarily are we speaking about the bars in a four-wall setting and that prison sense, but also the prison sense of within the body, within the mind, and within the heart. Parts work and unburdening meditation could help in moving and shifting these burdened parts so that transformation can truly take place. In my practice of Sit, Sip, and Chat, LLC, which is a coaching mentoring business, I specialize in something called parts work. Unburdening meditation is also a tool that I've used since the age of 19 years old. I've now coupled unburdening meditations with parts work to present to you a holistic lifestyle, a holistic healing approach for self. Not only do we target individuals, but also couples as well as our community. There is a sense of burdenness in this great city of Bridgeport. Bridgeport, from the highest of echelons to those living on the streets, share a common denominator of burden parts in this great city. Our burden parts are what often connect us breath to breath. Many times we don't understand and know how to begin to shift out of these burden parts. I am here to assist you with a holistic approach of parts work and unburdening meditation. What exactly is parts work, Coach Portia? Parts work is an internal family systems model by Dr. Richard Schwartz. I learned parts work through my guru, Dr. Guthrie Sion, right here in the greatness of Connecticut. Dr. Sion assisted me and helped me move and shift others out of place so that they can live holistically in time, in this moment. With parts work, I've sat with many therapists and doctors throughout the state of Connecticut to help assist them with unburdening meditations with their clients and in their practices. In my practice, I use unburdening meditations with individuals, couples, as well as groups. It is time for this great city of Bridgeport to begin to heal together. Many are embarrassed because I make this money, I make that money. People are looking at me because I shouldn't need this help, this burden. I shouldn't share certain burdens with them. Those that are living on the streets are saying, I don't deserve this amazing way of living, and I'm yet burdened, and I'm going to stay here. Do you see a common denominator from those that are very wealthy as well as the poor? There is a common denominator of burden running deep among these streets. I am here to let you know that there is help. Parts work and unburdening meditation offers a volume of group sessions as well as individual and couples. We are here to assist you and to serve. I've seen what parts work has done for many, many people throughout this great state of Connecticut. Bridgeport, however, is lacking on this parts work scale. Many say, I cannot afford this parts work and this unburdening meditations, or I'm working, I've missed this group, or I have insurance only and I cannot afford to self-pay. Unfortunately, Sit, Sip, and Chat LLC does not take insurances. As you may be aware, coaching throughout the state of Connecticut is not vetted by any state licenses. We're not mandated by the state. Thus, unfortunately, many are not able to be seen because of the lack to self-pay and because simply I'm not able to take insurances. However, our self-pay sessions are affordable and we use a sliding scale for many throughout this great state. Traveling throughout internationally, Mexico twice, and also to Jamaica over the past 2 years, parts work has reached many. Having clients in China, Africa, and all parts of the world. Internationally, we are virtually everywhere. Yet, this great city, one that I am a part of, lacks in receiving parts work. How do I know? Because the awareness is not out here in these streets about parts work. I do polls from time to time throughout the city to see if I'm doing my job to get parts work known in this part of the state. Many throughout this state do not know, throughout the city, do not know what parts work is and how they can begin to tap into this greatness for holistic healing. Many has said, I don't know what parts work is, or they think it's something to do with an automotive or something like that. Parts work is a very deep, holistic way of healing. Again, it was designed by Dr. Richard Schwartz with the Internal Family Systems model. Parts work and unburdening meditation is very, very vital. Many of you have therapists, many of you have doctors, and some of my customers actually have a team of great support. I, being a coach, becoming at the bottom of the scale there, yet at the top of the scale, because many doctors and many therapists are calling me into their practices to specialize and help move their clients out of their way with and through parts work and the amazing tool of unburdening meditation. I work closely with those in West Hartford, Connecticut, helping and bringing parts work to the area. I've often worked closely with doctors and counselors also in the great cities of Naugatuck and Waterbury, Connecticut. Bridgeport, however, for some reason, parts is just not reaching in the streets. Again, many of you know, however, some, because it's just not affordable to you, have turned a deaf ear to parts and even the free group sessions that are often offered for you. Know that you are more than enough to attend these sessions. Bridgeport, you deserve this amazing holistic healing. Over the past few years, many were not able to see therapists and or their doctors because there's such a burden essence among this entire state. Coaching has become the next best arena for others and many to heal. I've been called in many avenues, and many have received parts work and unburdening sessions. Parts work and unburdening sessions run very deep. I offer you the opportunity to take upon this great effort and strive to heal not just the self, but our communities. Enjoy living the way that you should be living from your unburdened parts. I hope by now you have seen some of the other videos that are also out to help you begin to heal in this great essence and the tools using unburdening meditations and parts work. I've been doing, again, unburdening meditations since the age of 19 years old. I've added the tool of parts work to further assist and streamline the unburdening meditations. Parts work works. I've seen many heal throughout this entire state. Many were at their lowest and are now thriving in creativity, working, and doing things that they need and want to do. I've seen many begin to create businesses and are now thriving in places where confidence was so small, and now confidence is so loud, yet humbly speaking in their lives. With parts work and unburdening meditation, life begins to happen. It is important that you receive and obtain that confidant and your liaison, Coach Portia. You have a sacred space for sharing. Whether in or outside of a group setting, you have a sacred space for sharing. I often tell many within the agreements of coaching, I do not need to know the whole story to assist you. In our group sessions, you walk away light, free, and full of energy. Many times, when you walk into a level of our group sessions, the vibration is so amazing that the parts begin to just unburden on their own. They begin to relax. They begin to relieve. They begin to show signs of, we really want this in this moment. Many have approached me in group sessions in pain and toiling, and it was just a part that needed to be viewed, that needed to hear that it needed to be heard and be seen. And when they're leaving, there's no more pain. Parts work works. And unburdening meditations began to just grow deeper. Within the group sessions, we began to teach you how to live from your unburdened parts and how to circle back to those parts so that the parts do not feel rejected or lost again. We began to teach in segments of holistic living and what that looks like. When medications are no longer working, when your doctor is not able to get to you, when your therapist is too booked to be seen for you and with you, try Parts Work Coaching. Link to Coach Portia. Attend some of the group sessions that are out here for your benefit. No insurance? No problem. We have sliding scales that will assist you. Your healing is most important. Bridgeport is one of the greatest cities in this amazing state. No longer will we be known for stealing and killing and destroying. We will become an unburdened nation in this great city. One nation that will live together, breath to breath, sharing among communities and assisting one another, and not just life living, but also in creativity and producing, being productive, getting and standing on our feet and being accounted for. How do we begin to do that? We begin to open ourselves to a coaching practice that is near you. We are located downtown Bridgeport in the 1000 Lafayette Boulevard building. We may also be reached at Coach Portia at sitsipchat.com for an email address. I can also be reached at 203-350-6779. I'm a part of the International Coaching Federation Connecticut chapter. I am also on Psychology Today. I am also a part of International Coaching Federation. I am also a part of Minority Business Association Center for Joint Ventures. Come join us. See what we're about. Learn and receive your holistic healing today. Again, greetings, Coach Portia or Liaison Portia with Parts Work and Unburdening Meditation. We are healing communities with Parts Work Coaching. One love.